years since I've had such an excellent vegetable.
Oh yeah.
The skin to kill him, Bella.
Like a real Italian. You can literally see the bubble streaks.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Today is a very special video. I'm trying to get you as excited as I am because I just came up with this idea recently and I had to film it as soon as possible. So let me tell you about it. I was reading the book Butter by Asako Yuzuki, and if you have read that book, you know that they describe a lot of food in the book. And I was like, man, every time I'm reading a book and I read about the food in that book, I just want to eat it every single time. I don't know, it just makes me hungry. I just want to have that food. And I was like, why shouldn't I? So in today's video, we're going to eat only foods from books for the whole day. I think I'm going to transform this video in a series and we can try so many more recipes because guys, I am so excited for so many of these recipes, and I only got like 4 in my video today. But let me know if we should make this a series, and also comment what food should I try, anything from your favorite book. So because this video idea came to me basically from reading Butter by Asako Yuzuki, breakfast is gonna be from this book. If you don't know what the book is about, so it came from the real case of the Konkatsu killer, which is this lady who just murders her like romantic interest, and then she's known very much for like being very like domestic and cooking food for her victims. And we follow this journalist who goes and tries to get this lady to interview for her. I'm just gonna die. That was my neighbor. This journalist goes and visits the alleged killer in prison to try and get like a full interview with her, and this lady is just trying to make her to make some recipes. Anyway, the first recipe that she's making her do is just rice with good quality butter and soy sauce. That's it. It was described in such a way that I was like, I need to have this. As our main character was eating, this was the description. The first thing Rika felt was a strange breeze emanating from the back of her throat. The cold butter first met the roof of her mouth with a chilly sensation, contrasting with the steaming rice in both texture and temperature. The cool butter clashed against her teeth, and she felt its soft texture right down in her roots. Soon enough, just as Kaji had said, the melted butter began to surge through the individual grains of rice. It was a taste that could be only described as golden. I was reading this, and I was like, I need to eat this as soon as possible, so we're gonna have this for breakfast. By the way, in case you didn't know, this is science, and it's scientifically proven that if you don't wash your rice, Uncle Roger will come for you. So wash your rice, do your finger test. I never just measure the water, I do the finger test now. It just comes perfect every time. And now we're gonna let that baby boil. And by the way, if you haven't picked up Butter by Asako Yuzuki, you really have to pick up this book. It's amazing. Just such an unusual read, and I feel like everyone should read this one. Also, it was voted like Waterstone's book of the year, so there's something good there, okay?
Shrimp bits.
Okay guys, I was trying to rush because I'm trying not to let the butter completely melt, because she was like, first the butter is cold, blah blah blah. Jesus Christ. You have to try this. I was like, it's rice, soy sauce, and butter. I know exactly how it's gonna taste. But it's so... wow. Matt, come here, you need to taste this. I made the perfect bite for you.
The whole thing?
Yeah. That's really nice. Is it better than you'd expect?
Way better than I thought it'd be.
Yeah. It tastes like something, and I don't know.
Really creamy.
Really creamy, right? But something really...
I see you need to get in there the second time.
I don't know what it tastes like, but it's really good.
It's really good. Breakfast? I would rate this out of 10 a 7.5. You agree?
Yeah.
Definitely try this.
The breakfast was way better than I expected. I was like, it's rice with butter and soy sauce. What can be so special about it? But it is. It's such a special recipe. The simple ingredients, but the contrast in temperatures, and then when it melts, it just becomes this creamy. Oh, chef's kiss. I definitely think you should try this because it's so easy to make and it's just like very not fancy ingredients, you know? But let's move on to lunch. And for lunch, I'm just gonna say this. It's a meal from Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I'm just gonna roll the clip so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
What superbly featured room and what excellent boiled potatoes. Many years since I've had such an excellent vegetable. To which of my fair cousin will compliment the excellence of the cooking. You're gonna tell by my Oscar-worthy performance, I'm gonna be cooking the boiled potatoes from that Pride and Prejudice scene with Mr. Collins when he eats the potatoes and he cannot stop talking about the potatoes and the vegetables. And honestly, they're nothing crazy. I looked up the recipe and it's basically boiled potatoes with garlic, butter, and parsley. I think I really wanted to do something from like a period piece book. There's another recipe from Pride and Prejudice, which was like pigeon pie, and we're not gonna do that today. So we're just gonna boil some potatoes. These, apparently, I looked at the recipe again, there's no garlic, so it's literally just butter, salt, pepper, and parsley, which is exactly how my mom used to make the boiled potatoes when I was a kid. So I'm excited about this. I do have some turkey slices on the side. I don't know if I'm gonna make them because I'm not that hungry, so I'll probably just have these. I also kind of worked the recipes that I was gonna do today around of some stuff that I had in the fridge and I wanted to use because I'm very much into not wasting food. So I was like, oh, I have some parsley, blah, blah. Anyway, I like to be a little bit mindful of that because I feel like food waste is like a very big thing in our world right now. By the way, now that Christmas is coming, it's like 5th of December today, like reminiscing with my boyfriend how like my childhood used to be, like growing up in Romania, traditions we have. And we have this tradition in Romania. I mean, it's caroling. Everyone has caroling. But I feel like it's kind of starting to fade away right now because in our village, we used to like 23rd of December in the morning at 4 a.m. me and my friends would like gather up in the village and then we would go around the village to every house and just sing carols. But it's not like you don't get money or like stuff like that. You get like pretzels, walnuts, chocolates if you're lucky enough. And I was just like thinking about that and it would make me so like happy to think about those stuff. I feel like the traditions like that are starting to like fade away, but also like I feel like it's different now. We used to get like, it was always snowy and it was so cold. We would like get home around like 7 a.m. and we would be frozen to death.
Okay, you are one of these.
I want.
To me. Oh. You know that.
We don't have in our household.
No, maybe when we did, probably when we were younger.
We don't have it now.
No.
Would we have it if we were parents?
Yeah. That's a good question. That was a good
Clients?
No.
Is it something for decoration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are really good because these are hard. It's decorative.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Relax.
Is it by the adult's room?
It's weird. You could, but it's weird.
Is it teeth?
No. No.
I know
What is it?
Is it a trophy?
It's a trophy!
Guys, we have excellent boiled potatoes with butter and parsley, salt and pepper, and I made a little bit of chicken with gravy on the side. Let me try the excellent boiled potato. I know exactly how they're gonna taste like because this is exactly how my mom used to make boiled potatoes with meat when I was a kid.
Same thing?
Oh. They just hit. I think I'm gonna start making boiled potatoes more often then. I usually make like roasted potatoes, but we're missing out. This is an 8 out of 10. Are they excellent boiled potatoes?
These are really good.
I gave them 8. What did you give them?
8.2.
8.2.
8.2.
You heard it here, folks.
That was surprisingly good as well. I don't know. This day was just shaping up to be such a great food day. Those potatoes just reminded me of childhood so much. And I haven't had boiled potatoes in a long time, but I'm definitely gonna go back to making them and eating them because that was really good. Matt was like, we need to have this again. It's been a long time since I had such an exemplary vegetable. After lunch, I was like, should I just go straight to dinner? And I was like, nope, I should make a little snack for myself. So for snack, I'm gonna make lembas bread from Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien because, I mean, even in the book, but we've all seen also the famous scene in the movie when they're like, a small bite can feed the grown men for a whole day. And then they're like, oh, we just had 4 or 5. It is like a fictional recipe. It wasn't like a specific recipe out there. But I did find one that was like coming up over and over again. Flour, butter, cinnamon, nutmeg, I think, cream, and some honey. And I was like, that sounds good. So I'm gonna make it. So let's see if this came out good.
I'm just gonna eyeball like half a cup. I think something like this. Maybe a little bit more. Don't need the butter to be melted. We need to work it in there until it looks like sand, you know? Like what you would do with like a pie crust. That with my hands. I actually find this so therapeutic. I love making, like, when I'm making a pie, I love making the crust myself. It's just so easy. It's literally just flour, sugar, butter, and cold water. That's it. I keep looking outside because it's like Armageddon out there. Wait, that's actually scary because we have a lot of trees in the backyard. I don't want. Here's cinnamon and mix thoroughly. Half of this. End of the world. Some cinnamon. Cream, vanilla, and honey.
So honey.
2/3 of a cup. Fine, you know what? I'm just gonna eyeball everything. I swear to God, I'm gonna show it to you now. Anyways, I'm just not gonna worry about it because I'm safe inside. And some vanilla extract. And then what am I supposed to do? It smells nutty. I don't know why. I'm just gonna roll it with, I don't know, butter or something. I want a lot of this. I don't think it's gonna be amazing and I don't want to waste ingredients, you know? My eyeballing was perfect. I think this is a perfect consistency. So this is the dough. I feel like it looks pretty good. See, if I can do it, you can do it. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's not about that. It's about trying something that we've always wanted to try. It's about making food that will fill us on our quests. A little square. Let me put some parchment paper and then we can put it here. A little elfish bread. And you're supposed to like make this little boop, 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 boop. And let's add these in there as well, you know. Okay, I'll see you guys when my elfish bread is out the oven. Guys, I'm trying to make this lembas bread look good in the little montage, and it looks so sad. It looks way more burned than it. See, in this video, it doesn't look that burned. Ah! Okay, guys, Matt's still asleep, so we're just gonna try to
lembas spread by ourselves now, and we're gonna give it to him when he wakes up. So let's go on a quest and see if a little bite can fill our stomachs. So this is what it looks like. It smells like gingerbread if it didn't have ginger. A cross between a sugar cookie and pie crust. I think that because the butter was still like, you know, in little pieces in there, it's very flaky. This is so simple, but I keep going back to it. Let me get some jam. Oh yeah. It's a 9 for me. With a jam and tea would be a 10. This is amazing. This is amazing. It's not that late. I brought you a good snack for after a nap, Fred. It's for your elfish quest. You know what? I think we need some tea on this quest. Good. What's your rating out of 10? I give it a 9.
8.5. It tastes like a scone.
Yeah, that's what I said. Someone's going back from Lambos with some tea.
Guys, this is like, I must tell you, at this point I was like, I'm having the best day ever. This food is delicious, and it is something that I don't think I would ever like choose and be like, I'm gonna eat this today. But because I went out of my way to make it, and for this video I was like, okay, I'm gonna make these again because they're delicious. I definitely recommend like getting out of your like comfort box and trying new foods, because this was like amazing so far. Our final meal, dinner, is gonna be a special one. This book has become a very special book for me. I just read this book, but everyone probably read this in their teenage years, and I'm talking about Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. In the book and in the movie, the famous dinner scene at the restaurant with Bella and Edward, when Bella's like, I don't want to eat, and he's like, you have to eat, and she's like, okay, I'll just have the mushroom ravioli. And I was like, I'm gonna make the mushroom ravioli. But not only did I make the mushroom ravioli, I made everything from scratch. I made the pasta, I made the filling, and I made the sauce. So roll the clip.
Okay, so we are making the filling for Bella's ravioli. I have the recipe somewhere here because I've been planning for this video. Filling is garlic, mushrooms, and goat cheese. Saute the mushrooms and garlic together and then put some feta cheese on top, and that's gonna be the filling. The sauce is a bechamel sauce, which is like a milk, nutmeggy kind of, and with parmesan. Okay, mushrooms are diced, a little bit of chopped garlic, and then I'm still gonna use this little thing. I'm gonna put olive oil and butter because I think it just makes a better flavoring. Just like a slither of a butter. Actually, that smells really good. This is what it looks like so far. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more feta because we're both like big fans of feta. I'll show you how it looks after I combine everything together. I added more feta, and this is what it looks like. Looks like dog food now that I look at it. It smells amazing. I'm just gonna have a little taste test just to be sure it's good. Stop. I could actually have this right now on toasted bread, and it would be amazing. Oh, I'm excited for this. But my tripod broke, which I don't know if you saw my last vlog, but I just got this. But fair enough, I didn't pay that much for it. I probably should invest in a better one, but it is what it is now. Now that we got the filling out the way, it's time to make the pasta. And pasta is simple. It's just flour, salt, and eggs. So let's get into it. So it says 1 egg and 3/4 cups of flour. I don't know why I don't trust that. this is very little. Hopefully not. Okay, let's make double. Just, you know what? Because if we have too much dough, we can always freeze it, you know? Salt to this. And we're just gonna mix it here on the bench. Like a real Italian. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna put 2 eggs in here, but I kind of want to do like an egg and 2 egg yolks. I feel like that would be better. So 1 egg, 1 egg yolk and a fork, so we can beat these eggs in here before we mix. I'm a professional, yeah. I feel like now we should use our hands. My sweatshirt is annoying me. See, now I can tell that it wants a little bit more flour. I think you have to be rough with this boy. You know how I know they're not gonna be as good as the one that Bella ate? It's because I'm not at the same table with Edward. Just went back to the recipe and it says that it should, it said that I should knead this for 10 minutes. So I think I needed I think I did it for like 1 minute. So I need to do it for a lot more time. A freaking KitchenAid would be amazing right now. It's starting to become really nice. I think it needs to be more springy, like it needs to spring back a little bit more. I'm literally out of breath from kneading a dough. But I think he's ready. It's really nice. It's really soft, really smooth. Now we need to cover it and just leave it for 30 minutes. And then we'll come back and roll it and then leave it for 30 more minutes.
Okay guys, so the sauce is like a simple bechamel sauce, which is like butter with flour, and then you add milk and cheese and nutmeg. So I'm gonna do that real quick and I'll show you guys. Okay, so we're gonna melt 50 grams of butter into here. And then when the butter gets melted, we're gonna add like 1/4 of a cup of flour. I'm gonna eyeball this because I've made this sauce like a lot of times when I made lasagna. So yeah, we're gonna add the flour and then we're gonna stir a little bit until the flour gets a little bit cooked. And then we're slowly gonna add milk, a little bit of nutmeg, and in the end, we're just gonna stir in some Parmesan and maybe a little bit of cheese. You can literally see the bubble streaks. I think this is good enough. I'm just gonna do this a little bit. Maybe try this to make it like even. This looks good enough for me. I am a master improviser. Like, excuse me? Time to fill this. I don't know if I can call this one pasta, but the other one looks great. I just hope I get 6, you know, 3 ravioli each. Okay. Cut it so it's just like all like straight line and stuff. Okay, I have my raviolis. I know they're only 6, but they're like bigger than they seem. It's like the size of my palm. One is like this. My only fear and hope with these is that they stay closed and they don't open while I boil them. Okay, I'm gonna add my flour and make sure to use like a whisk so it doesn't clump up. The same when you're adding the milk. Just a little bit at a time. I'm gonna add my cheese. It needs a little bit more salt. Okay guys, the moment of truth has come. Is my pasta gonna survive in the water? Let's see. Okay guys, this is my final Twilight Bella's mushroom ravioli. It looks amazing and I'm so excited to eat it.
You want a knife?
Stop. What? Bella knew what she was doing. Can you be a vampire for me?
What?
Well,
They don't eat, don't they?
she's eating this with Edward at the table.
Don't they not eat? They eat?
No.
They don't eat?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Yeah, just stare at me. Just stare into my...
The skin of a killer, Bella.
You growl.
No. Wow. It's really good.
Out of 10?
I think this is the best thing of the day.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
It's
Really
I
good.
think
It's
so.
very, Pasta's very al dente.
Thank you. I went for that. I think it was the best thing of the day for me as well.
This is honestly something where I would happily eat it again like once a week.
It's just delicious, isn't it?
I don't think I can ever go back to having store-bought pasta, especially the filled type of one. It's a little bit of an effort just to like roll the pasta and everything, but guys, that was like the best pasta I've ever had. And I'm not even like a big mushroom girly. Like I like mushroom, but I'm never like going out my way to eat mushrooms. But these ravioli, oh my god. If there's like two things that I think you should try from this video, is the mushroom ravioli and the lempa spread, especially if you like jam and tea. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I had so much fun today making these recipes. Definitely gonna do another video of this because this was amazing. So let me know in the comments what foods or drinks should I make for our next video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can support me. Thank you so much. Bye.